Well, I think we're in for a short one, y'all. Oh yes, is that Lavender? No. What's your cat's name, Claire?
Lavender is Claire Roth's
I am
orange
so
tabby.
sorry. How could I?
This is
How
Cedar.
how could I miss? I feel so ashamed. This is excellent. Yeah. How could I misappropriate Claire Katz? Well, yeah, I was just about to say that I feel like we're in for a short one. Tonight we've got art walk, free wall, phone booth, and then anything else other folks have. Do Was that lemongrass, Susan?
What? This?
Yeah.
This is my bag dryer.
Nice.
My plastic bag dryer.
Sweet. In my heart, it was lemongrass. In my heart, you're making Thai food. Yeah. Does anybody have stuff they wanted to add to the agenda? Things they wanted to bring up to the group? Oh, Doriandra does.
Yeah. I want to see how everybody thinks about bringing in this interesting group of people that want to do can we go to Art Walk, Ian?
Sure. Yeah, shoot. Go for it.
Okay, let's jump in. Do you want to give the news about the phone booth?
The phone booth is at Dane's garage. I've heard back from him and he's busy working. So he asked that we reach out later this week so that we can get the phone booth out of his garage. But he's alive. He's healthy. He's not being held against his will anywhere. He's just very, very busy with work and says he'll be free tentatively later this week. So I'm going to bend the laws of physics so that we get this phone booth out of his house before the holidays. But I don't think it's going to make it out of his house in time for the printing on the Art Walk map, which is very sad.
Very sad. So with that,
December the last art walk before for a while. We take a pause till April. Is that right?
yeah. So I think we have some choices tonight to make in regards of like what else to elevate to that amazing mythical status that the phone booth had as kind of like the New Year's Eve hope and pinnacle. So I guess, Slice has got a lot of fun stuff going on there. We could do that. Although I wanted to share this fun group of friends that does the annual Patchentlof, which is this really neat, I put it in the chat there. There's their website and it shows pictures from last year. And I can also share my screen if you guys would rather see it like that. Okay, Claire's saying, yep. Okay. So this is a group that is fascinating in that they have this thing they do every year, and it involves dressing up in some really wildly exciting costumes where the emphasis is to banish spirits of the old year. So are you guys able to see my screen now?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's get rid of this retail therapy. So this is kind of the wild costumes that happen. They're really pagan and beautiful. They've got a lot of nature spirit elements, and they start in the wit normally, and then they make their way over to Kesey Square. And so they don't look like these eggs, but this is a good picture. And the tradition in Austria was to wear really big bells, and like it's a really noisy scene, which kind of troubles me for some of our folks that are sensitive, or maybe some of our unhoused people. It's a delicate kind of question as to all of that. But these are the schnabels. They're fabulous. They wave their scissors around and cut the imaginary ties of the bad year. More eggs. I love that one. It's really simple. And then this one is fabulous with let's see, where is it? those are some of the big bells. It's so cute. This one's great with the plague mask. It's very safe. And then the Schnabel is epic. That's like the Parchenschlaf that will like come along and snap you shut. So anyway, they're fabulous, and it might be really fun for them to start somewhere and make a round through the WIT, and they're open to kind of hearing from us about what timings or what might be a good space for them to start. If nothing's happening with the phone booths at Oakshire, we could pivot to Megan and ask if they want to start there at a certain time. Put that on the map, like their appearance starts at say 7, and then they'll make their way through town, the neighborhood, and then over to Kesey Square. So what do y'all think? I love that.
It's
Oh,
like,
hey, Travis.
I don't have any other idea to offer. It sounds fine.
What's up, Travis? How you doing, man?
They look appropriately bizarre. I like it.
Mhm. Yeah. I'm hoping that Travis is going to show us a baby possum, but no, that's a firm no. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay, well, maybe I'll work with them and see where they feel most comfortable, because they are on foot, so maybe they would want to start at the Oakshire because it's kind of conveniently on that side of town already to where their goal is. So, okay, good. Well, so I guess would we feel more better about Slice being in the featured space since they've got a lot of presentation going on that night?
Tell us what they have. Is that part of Slice, that thing that you just said?
No,
No.
different groups. Yeah, different groups.
What does Slice have going? I'm just curious.
Yeah, I'm waiting for them to write back. That's alarming. I was supposed to get a list of music times and bands and stuff. So we're really kind of cutting it close, but they're kind of gonna have a shindig as far as I remember.
Big party.
A big party, yeah, which is real fun. And that's kind of the heart of things. So I better follow up with them quickly and get more details. So, okay. What do you all think about, let's see, actually, this is interesting that I was just put on this chat. I was grateful to be added because Ellen, I realized some of the questions I'd ask you on the other board, you were answering on the Art Walk map chat.
Oh,
So
right. Yes.
Yeah.
sorry.
I was like, what's up? But you would answer it over there. But I just recently got added to that. So I saw your,
Sorry about that.
no, that's okay. I saw your updates. So that was from recent stuff from Rooted Space, right?
Yes, and Flux.
Perfect. Okay. So I'll get those details in. And then did anybody talk to Slice? Does anybody know anything other than me, than what we don't know? Okay. I'll follow that up tomorrow morning.
Travis might know.
I haven't
Oh,
talked to him, but I can walk over there and talk to him. Or at
Oh,
least
that
give him
would
a
be-
reminder to be like, yo, check your email.
okay. That would be great. Yeah, who was that gal I was talking to? Let me look her email up real quick. I want to say, is it
It's
Brandy?
probably Brandy.
Yeah. Okay, super. And Travis, I want to make sure we get you posters this time or maps. I think we all had a lot going on last year or last month, good Lord, for Thanksgiving. But I think at our last meeting, we decided we liked Susan's post box there on the porch as a kind of
It's a drop box. not the
Dropbox,
post
yeah.
box.
But I'm sorry, I missed I think I got your message too late, and then I was already on my way out of Thanksgiving, but we'll make sure to get some in your hands. Or is it convenient for you to go by Susan's?
No.
No. Okay, well, that solves that.
Okay. But you can drop them off to me at Blair Alley. So.
Okay. All right, yeah, this time we're gonna try to be more specific about who's going where, so we kind of have a clarity about making sure they get everywhere.
It'd
So
be nice to, we used to have folding parties and we'd all just get together and just fold them all and then distribute them out amongst each other and then go take them out.
that
So
sounds fun.
I'm hoping that we can start meeting in person again and start having some more group things, you know.
Indeed.
Folding parties are always nice.
Yeah, that sounds really fun. Did you do that at Blair Alley?
Yeah, we used to.
Oh, that's so, yeah, that would be really nice.
I think we did it at Sam Bond's too.
Oh, but then COVID or COVID.
Yeah.
Okay, well, yeah, this will be kind of neat and sad, bittersweet. This will be the last map for a while, but Emma and I are gonna connect, or we connected tonight, and then I'll have all the details for her tomorrow, and she'll do it over next weekend. So we're kind of back in that same schedule of getting them probably Tuesday or Wednesday. So we'll get a day and a half to 2 running start, but yep, we'll get it done. So, okay, folks, I think that's all I got for Art Walk. Anybody else?
I had an idea, you know,
Mhm.
and I'm somewhat connected to the climate revolution by bike people. I go on their rides and I'm talking with them about work I do. And I'm wondering about when we start the art walk up again, if maybe there's some way to integrate them to use their biking thing. They do a biking thing every month, but they sometimes do extra things to maybe do a biking thing doing an art walk. And that would get people to go. And they often have on their bike deals, they don't just bike, they stop and have conversations and talk. Like yesterday it was Willamette Street and we stopped maybe 4 or 5 times and people would talk. So it just clicked in my brain when I was doing that. Maybe there'd be a way to integrate them somehow.
That's
so
cool.
It's an idea. Just saying it for maybe next year.
I think that would be perfect. For one thing, I've been thinking about and wanted to talk with y'all if we could jump over to yard signs, because that makes sense in that category. Is that jumping ahead, Ian, or can we go there? Let's go. Let's veer off the agenda. We've got them in production now and they look beautiful. I saw the proof prints on them. Colors are beautiful. They're really swell. They should be done from Instaprint sometime this week. And so, we have like kind of a natural way to release them or preview them into the public. Claire will do a really neat social media post for both campaigns when the time is right. But I felt like the 20 is Plenty really needed its own kind of format because it's so special. Whereas like the Vaccine Confidence ones will have a place, obviously at the clinics. The next one will be January 9th. So I reached out to Thinking Tree and they were super excited about hosting a 20 is Plenty event at their place. And Claire and I were talking about some fun ideas and we thought, a bike ride would be amazing to get folks from maybe the new bike area or wherever. We could decide where it starts, but the signs could be like along the way, or they could be part of just a big general release party at Thinking Tree. So I would love to keep planning that if everybody's down with that or likes the idea.
I think it's cool.
Okay.
Yeah, and there's the new, I just went to the 360 cycle place and had them do my bike maintenance.
Mhm.
And that guy, Josh, used to be, he was the person that had the David Minor Theater. So I didn't know that, but they might be, they're looking for ways to get known and get their message out. So they might be a good people to connect with. And I'd be willing to connect with him and some way.
I'd love that. Thank you, Susan. Yeah, I think we should pull all the biking community in, because when we think about traffic calming, I immediately think of bikes and what an important placemaker they hold in that theory. So Ian, what did you have?
Oh, I just wanted to make sure that we adhere to our grant that we funded the signs through, because we can only use them as vaccine incentives. So we need to make sure that when we provision them to people, that they have proof of vaccination, either their card with them or they have a picture of their card, just so that we're compliant with our grant agreement.
Totally. Thank you for that reminder. Yeah, it does kind of change. Well, it's an important footprint for all of our planning. So thank you, definitely. Okay.
That's for the 20 is plenty as
Mhm.
well.
Yeah,
Maybe we could incorporate some kind of biking or walking into the clinics and
totally.
connect them.
Mhm.
I love the idea of having a separate bike event too, but now it sounds like maybe we should keep them connected.
Yeah, I think they will be completely connected for sure, because that was the whole point of their origination. But it just felt like the 20 is plenty needed its own little celebration. So, because it's so amazing. So, okay, well, good points. Let's all work further on that. And we have this we have a great opportunity to kind of focus on these art campaigns now, as Art Walk, does its quiet rest and hibernation through winter. So I'm excited.
Cool.
What's up, Josh? How you doing, man?
Hello, 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 hello. Is there anybody out there? Yeah, I'm good.
Last
Totally
thing,
forgot about our meeting.
no worries,
Sorry,
man.
guys.
The last thing we got on our agenda tonight is free wall, which I feel like is our Sisyphean rock.
We-
But I don't know if you want to give an update to the peeps on the free wall, Josh.
Me?
Yeah, guy.
Yeah. We had a contractor and then now it's up in the air. It doesn't sound like he wants to do the job anymore. So that's pretty much that.
That's been,
Sounded like Doriandra and Kate were gonna find time to meet. Hopefully I can be part of that meeting as well. I think that's about it.
Yeah, we do. She's available Wednesday at 10 a.m.
Okay.
You want to jump in with us?
Yeah, for
Good.
sure.
Perfect. Yeah, I'm really excited. Yeah, just a little bit more background for everybody. Yeah, we had a placemaking meeting with the city for some of our future projects coming up, and I kind of brought to the fact that it was just getting superbly challenging, and so Kate offered to kind of step in and have a meeting where we could find next steps and good strategy. So I'm excited about that. And in the meantime, they're on the hunt for another contractor. But yeah, the larger story was that the one that the city had kind of handed us to work with was worried about some of the additional structural engineering requests. So we're kind of right back to square one, but hopefully this meeting this week will have good results and we'll keep pushing on.
Yeah, hopefully we'll know more soon. This
Yes.
week, sounds like. That's great.
Yes.
Ellen,
Yeah, and I think that's about it on that.
Ellen, did you want to share anything? I heard your voice.
I don't have anything pressing, but thank you for asking.
Does anyone have any fresh ideas? I feel like the free wall, man, we've tried so hard, so many different ways, and we just keep on hitting a wall.
I don't know.
Keep hitting a free wall.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did see, I saw your window installation, Josh. It was pretty cool.
Oh, nice. Thank you. I did that on Friday.
Nice.
It's been a long week last week. I'm still so exhausted. She was like, yeah, we can do the window front thing. You have like a week to do it.
Yeah.
Okay, great. I'll put all the materials together and do that in a week. Then great. Sounds fun.
Yeah.
But I did it and it's done, and it was a lot of work, but I'm done now. So fantastic.
Is Shannon still is she still in charge of that project?
Yes. Yep.
Because I asked her a while ago. I haven't got a response back from her, but I was wondering if there was a way to submit ideas, or if they, like, what their selection process was.
She had a formal application that I filled out, and she chose 14 artists out of like 30 some that applied. So I don't know. I think moving forward, she'll probably do it again, have like an application process. And it sounded like all the artists who applied, even though she only picked specific ones in the beginning, that she was going to try to accommodate all the other people who had applied. So it sounded pretty promising that like a lot of people were going to get the opportunity down the road as well. So if when she has another formal application thing, I'll just make sure to send it your way to make sure you can apply.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Because it sounds like it was just as basically as simple as that. Like, make sure to apply, because she has to go through the city like rigmarole.
Right.
I think that was like, she doesn't want to look like she's giving favors or whatever.
Right.
But at the same time, it sounded like she was gonna hook people up and not gonna be that exclusive. So
Yeah.
I'm sure it would work out.
It's such a great project and concept of just invigorating those spaces and like showing activating spaces is what she said.
Yeah.
Which I was really
it's really cool.
I was really bummed though that Zal's I never saw lit up.
Yeah.
Not once. It just looked like a closed skate shop.
I know they didn't
And I
have
was like,
how.
this doesn't help people want to rent that space if you just look
Something
like
happened and they didn't have power or something, I guess. Sounded like, which was a total bummer.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But yeah, I got a couple of friends who want to do
Well, yeah, that
project, like a shadow puppet, like a shadow theater.
Oh wow, cool, fun.
Yeah. And Tiana and Susanna were interested in doing something too. So.
Yeah, cool.
Josh, is there any way that we can promote you on social media, man? Do you have a photo of your window front exhibition and the intersection that it's at?
Yeah, sure.
Do you want to toss that in like a Facebook message?
Yeah, I'll put it in the meeting group.
Sweet, man. No, that's super
That's
exciting.
great.
Yeah, thank you. I mean, well, you know how it is being an artist. I'm like never fully satisfied with the project ever, but it came and went so fast. It could be a lot better, but it was just like, I don't know. I guess there was a real urgency that she needed to fill. So I'm definitely happy with it for what it is, but could have been better, but that's how it goes, I guess. It was fun. It's cool. I'm into it. I mean, the project itself, is awesome, but I wish I would have had a little more time to add more glass to my install, but I didn't have that opportunity to make more yet, at least. So it is what it is.
I can't recall if I posted what I'm doing in December I may have on the Whitaker art page that I do these end of the year digital living memory things. I think I posted it for people if you want to check that out. It's a gifty kind of thing, commission thing.
Cool.
No, I see it
I'm
right now.
pretty, did I, Dorianda, did I post it on the page? Okay.
You did, yeah.
thanks.
I was really excited. I'm glad you reminded me because I thought, what an amazing gift. How long
Yeah.
does it take you to make that?
It depends on what somebody wants,
Okay,
because it depends on what I'm given by
Yep.
the person that I'm working with. Like sometimes people will give me tons of photos. I have to go through them. Sometimes they'll just like the dog one that's on my Instagram page. I think she sent me like 4 photos. So
Uh-huh.
it depends on what the person that wants it done
yeah,
gives me and kind of how long it takes for me and my brain to figure out what to do with them.
yeah. That's really
So-
neat. I may talk to you about something for February for a family member because yeah,
I-
it's just beautiful.
Love to work with people. Yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah,
Anyway, it's on my page. I have on my website page under commissions and at the end of the year, I do a reduced amount of money for doing those things. So I don't usually work with other people in that way, but I'm doing it once a year. I do this. So that's
Now's
what
the
I'm
time.
doing. Posting on Instagram about that. So. Okay.
Sweet. Does anybody have other stuff they wanted to cover?
It looks like now that the website is up, everybody should submit to the artist directory. It'd be so cool to see that page really, really, really full.
I sent an email. Please include me.
Awesome.
That's-
Yeah, nicely done.
Wow.
Is it Emma that's kind of behind this, or is that who's putting everything together?
We have Emma to take photos for a little bit longer, but her contract expires pretty soon. We've got like 20 more hours left, and I don't know if the board's going to vote to have another contract. So yeah, we've got it's a limited time offer, folks. You know, come get your
Yeah, now.
photos now. Yeah, act now. But yeah, she's taking the photos, and then it's going to be a board member or our next social media manager or web manager if the board hires a new contract that would be uploading content, stuff like that. But yeah, Travis,
those are
I'd love to
gorgeous.
see you. Susan, I'd love to see you. Josh, I don't know if your game, it's an artist directory for artists that practice in the WIT or live in the WIT or work in the WIT. So it's happening.
That's awesome. That's super cool.
Yeah, that's really beautiful. I'm really glad to see that.
Nicely done.
Yeah.
I actually have
Those look
something I
great.
have something I have to get to, but there's this random thing that I'm also doing that I just thought I'd announce. I'm coordinating a room of programming mostly for kids at a gaming convention with over 1,000 attendees in Portland in March. And people can get in free to the convention if they come and do panels teaching art skills and anything gaming related to kids. Like we're teaching knitting and crocheting skills by having kids learn how to make their own dice bags and stuff like that. So it's just a thing that I'm doing that I thought I'd randomly mention.
That sounds awesome. That you do cool stuff, Ellen. You should throw it out on the WCAT
Yeah,
page. So
That
peeps,
is cool.
yeah, so
I
peeps
could
can
put it
apply
on
for it.
WCAT page. Actually, Rosa is probably going to come help. So, all right. Thanks, everybody. I have to go. I love you all.
Later, Gator. Have a good
Thanks,
one, Ellen.
Ellen.
Thanks, honeys.
Yeah, I have one more thing. The city, specifically Kate and Jessica, are trying to do a GIS map of all public art in the city of Eugene. And so we're going to send to them the ones that we've been working on. And so hopefully we'll get on the website a Google map of all of the public art in the Whitaker. So it could be like a self-guided art walk always. I know that we've been talking about that for a while, but it seems like Jessica from the city is game to work on that and help us out with it. So just wanted to let peeps know what's what, but it's still going to take a while, I think.
Yeah, that's super cool too. Wow.
One other thing.
We've got most of the stuff in the Whitaker on our maps, so that should be helpful.
Yeah, we nailed it down.
That reminds me too of a point that Emma and I talked about tonight earlier. She was saying it would really be a smart idea if we just had a fixed art walk map that stayed on the website, and to just then focus, if the decision is made for future art walks, to just then release flyers for featured artists so that folks always have that place marker to go back to the site to know about the permanent art would be really cool. She also had another neat idea about for creating a workspace within a website called Canva, which I guess, Claire, you're familiar with. You do all of your neat stuff, but it might be a great way for us to consider moving forward as a group, because then folks can work and quickly adapt other art as needed instead of having to, wrangle with an Illustrator or Adobe Photo that we can't work on. So it might be a neat collective. So maybe Ian and I can talk more about that later.
I can set that up if we're interested in doing that.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. We'll chat later and see if it's something that we can get approved. But yeah, fun.
Sweet. Does anybody else have other stuff?
Nope.
Cool. Well, we're gonna get the maps printed. Travis, I can commit to dropping some off at Blair Alley. So you or make sure, yeah, you can grab some, and yeah, I guess we can decide whether or not we want to meet on the 27th, so folks can spend some time with their fam bam. But yeah, hope you all have a great holiday if you take off.
What did we find out about Dane?
Oh shit! Yeah,
Did
Dane
you guys even talk about what did I miss? First of all, what did I miss? And what did you guys talk about?
Yeah, well, Dane. Dane just said he's super busy. He's working, hasn't had a day off except for Thanksgiving. So I'm hoping that what we can do is follow up with him midweek like he suggested, and then hopefully move the phone booth before the holidays so it can be out.
All right, cool.
Yeah. So
okay, cool.
Yeah, once I get that confirmed from Dane, I'll light a beacon, shoot a flare in the air, and send ravens out to everyone's house, because it's gonna be a party, folks.
Sweet. That's what made me think of it, getting together.
Folks,
I'm stoked. I hope that happens.
me too, man. I feel like once the phone booth exits Dane's house, that's when the free wall contractor comes together and like planets align, dogs and cats get married. Everything just happens.
Yeah.
Everything connects.
Yeah.
It'll be the ripping of the cosmic veil.
Yes, absolutely. The thinning of the worlds. I'm with it. All right, you cool, wonderful people. Hope you have a great rest of your week.
Thanks, guys.
Cheers, everyone.
Too.
Adios. Cheers.
Hasta la vista.